Everything in this video costs less than a single meal at a mid-range restaurant, and every single one of them is going to make your kitchen work better, your cooking faster, and your mornings significantly less annoying. I ordered all 15 of these. I tested all 15 of these. Some of them I was genuinely surprised by. A couple of them I was skeptical about and turned out to be wrong. And a few of them I am actively embarrassed to admit I went years without owning. These are the ones I kept, in order from genuinely useful to actually life-changing. 1. Electric Milk Frother, $6. This is the one I recommend to everyone first because the gap between what it costs and what it does is the most dramatic on this entire list. 20 seconds. That is how long it takes to turn cold or hot milk into smooth, thick foam that would cost you $4 extra at a coffee shop. The rechargeable version via USB is worth the extra $1. Use it for lattes, matcha, hot chocolate, protein shakes, anything that benefits from being properly mixed and foamed. I use it every single morning. At $6, buying it is not a decision. It is an oversight correction. 2. Vegetable chopper with integrated container, $14. If you cook at home with any regularity, you have stood over a cutting board dicing onions while your eyes watered and pieces rolled off the counter. This ends that. The vegetable chopper presses down over any vegetable and cuts it into uniform pieces in a single motion. The container underneath catches everything. No runaway dice, no multiple bowls, no mess on the counter. It comes with multiple blade attachments for different cut sizes. For onions, peppers, mushrooms, and potatoes, this is the most time-saving item on this list. $14. For how much time and frustration it removes from daily cooking, it is genuinely underpriced. 3. Silicone stretch lids, set of 12, $9. I threw out every roll of plastic wrap I owned after these arrived. Silicone stretch lids come in multiple sizes and stretch to fit bowls, pots, cans, cut fruit, and any open container. They seal airtight, they are dishwasher safe, and they last indefinitely. The environmental advantage over single-use plastic wrap is obvious, but the practical advantage is more immediate. These are simply better at keeping food fresh, easier to use, and reusable without limitation. A set of 12 covers every container in most kitchens, $9. 4. Electric automatic can opener, $12. A manual can opener requires grip strength, awkward rotation, and produces a sharp lid that is a genuine hazard every time. The automatic version requires one button press. You press the button, place it on the can, and it walks itself around the rim and stops when it's done. No sharp edges on the lid, no effort, no risk. If you open more than a few cans a week, beans, tomatoes, coconut milk, anything, this is one of those purchases that you make once and then cannot remember how you tolerated the manual version. Particularly useful for anyone with arthritis, limited grip strength, or a genuine dislike of unnecessary difficulty. 5. Stainless steel herb stripper, $5. Fresh herbs elevate cooking in a way that dried herbs cannot fully replicate. The problem is stripping them. Pulling rosemary needles, thyme leaves, or kale off their stems by hand is slow, fiddly, and slightly annoying every single time. The herb stripper has 8 holes of different sizes. You push the stem through the appropriate hole and pull. The leaves strip off instantly in one motion. What used to take 2 minutes takes 5 seconds. At $5, this is one of those tools that seems unnecessary until you use it once, at which point you will wonder how it was not on your counter already. 6. Glass oil spray bottle with pump, $8. Pre-filled cooking sprays are convenient but expensive, produce waste, and contain propellants and additives that most people would rather not cook with. This eliminates all of that. You fill the glass bottle with any oil you choose, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, and pump the top several times to pressurize it. The result is a controlled, even mist that covers a pan or a piece of food precisely, without pooling or over-oiling. It gives you the convenience of spray without the chemical additives or the recurring cost. For air fryer cooking in particular, this is essential. 7. Adjustable Mandoline slicer, $11. Paper-thin cucumber slices for salads, perfectly uniform potato rounds for gratins, consistently sliced vegetables for stir-fries. A Mandoline does in seconds what a knife takes minutes to produce, and does it more evenly. The adjustable version lets you set the thickness you want. The fold-out legs stabilize it over a bowl or directly on a cutting board. One important note that I will repeat. Use the handguard that comes with it, every time, without exception. Mandoline injuries are genuinely common and entirely avoidable. Use the handguard. 8. Digital kitchen scale, $10. Baking without measuring by weight is imprecise by definition. Volume measurements. Cups, tablespoons, vary depending on how loosely or firmly you pack the measuring tool. Weight does not vary. 100 grams of flour is always 100 grams of flour. A digital kitchen scale makes every baked recipe more reliable, makes portion tracking straightforward, and saves the effort of washing multiple measuring cups. This one reads in grams, ounces, and kilograms, has a tare function to zero out the weight of the bowl, and is accurate to within 1 gram. $10. If you bake anything at all, this is non-negotiable. 9. Corn stripper cob peeler. $7. Fresh corn on the cob is excellent. Eating it directly off the cob is efficient, but not always practical. For salads, salsas, corn salads, or cooking corn as an ingredient rather than a side, you need the kernels off. Cutting them off with a knife sends kernels across the counter at high velocity. This tool fits over the cob and strips the kernels off in a single downward pass, collecting them in the integrated container. 3 seconds. The entire cob. No mess. 10. Stainless steel garlic press. $8. The TEMU stainless steel garlic press requires no peeling. You place the clove skin on into the press, squeeze, and the garlic goes through the holes while the skin stays behind in the chamber. Rinse it under the tap and it's clean. I tested this against a premium version that costs over $30. The output, minced garlic, ready to use, was identical. The build quality on the TEMU version is solid. At $8, this is one of the clearest examples of a product where the price gap between the budget version and the premium version has no practical justification. 11. Avocado slicer and pitter. $6. If you eat avocados more than twice a week, you are currently doing at least one of the following wrong: using a large knife to remove the pit, or spending too much time scooping with a spoon. This 3-in-1 tool splits the avocado, removes the pit with a safe rocking motion, and slices the flesh into even segments. The blade is plastic and designed to be safe on the hand while still cutting cleanly through avocado flesh. $6. 12. Silicone egg yolk separator. $4. Squeeze the silicone bulb. Place it over a cracked egg. Release. The yolk comes up into the bulb and the white stays in the bowl. This is how egg separation should work. The alternative, transferring the yolk between 2 shell halves while white drips, is a technique that exists only because nobody had thought of a better way yet. Someone thought of a better way. It costs $4. 13. Heavy stainless steel lemon squeezer. $8. The plastic lemon squeezers available at most budget price points crack within weeks of regular use. This is a heavy stainless steel version that will outlast your kitchen countertop. It extracts every drop of juice from a lemon or lime, half in one press. The seed guard keeps pips out and it rinses clean in seconds. If you cook with citrus regularly, and you probably should, this is worth the $8 for the durability alone. 14. 5-blade spiralizer. $13. A spiralizer turns zucchini, cucumber, carrots, beets, and butternut squash into noodles or ribbons in seconds. Whether you are reducing carbohydrates, adding variety to salads, or just looking for a way to make vegetables more interesting to eat, this tool opens up a category of preparation that a knife alone cannot replicate efficiently. The 5-blade version gives you multiple output shapes: thin noodles, thick noodles, ribbons, and the suction cup feet keep it stable on the counter. $13. 15. Food bag ceiling clips, set of 20. $5. The least visually exciting item on this list. Also, quietly, one of the most useful. These clips seal opened bags of pasta, rice, chips, cereal, coffee, flour, and anything else that comes in a bag. They keep air out, maintain freshness, and cost $5 for 20 of them. Once you have them, you use them on everything. And once you use them on everything, you wonder how your kitchen functioned without them. Total, if you bought everything on this list, under $130, and your kitchen would function meaningfully better than it did before. Every specific link is in the description. If there's a category I missed or a gadget you want me to test next, drop it in the comments. Like and subscribe. More of these every week.